All in the merry month of Wedbeth from me home I started, left the girl to breed your broken heart, a saluted father dear, kiss me darling mother, drink a cup of beer, be grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leaving where I was born, cut the stout blackthorn to banish ghosts and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling o'er the bogs, frightening all the dog from the rocky road from Tharbad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Shire, whack full alty da.
Oh. Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
I feel like we could walk anywhere.
What do you call that one then?
The rocky road from Tharbad.
Oh, rocky road from Tharbad, it's genius.
It's not really, maybe I should have said like grassy. It's not really well maintained, is it?
Not really, no.
I felt every single step.
Yeah?
It was remarkable.
Hey. So, how far away again did they say this whole, this farm set is or what's not? A few days?
Wait, I missed it completely. Could you do it again?
Hey, again.
Yeah, you know, I was feeling like, oh, we've got this for sure, but now that I think one I could definitely use with another refresher.
Is that right? Is that
getting
right?
tired already.
You need to hear
getting
it,
sleepy, you know.
One more time, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Good, because I feel so well practiced with it that it's perfect. I can't wait to do it again.
Well, whether you do it again or not, we got a ways to go yet, so find a way to keep yourself amused.
I'm also
Well,
just
in the
kidding.
merry month of Wedmouth from the home I started, left the girls a breeding a broken heart, saluted father dear, kiss me darling mother, drink a cup of beer, me grief and tears to smother, off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut the stout blackthorn to banish, excuse me, ghosts and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling all the bogs, frightening all the dogs, on the rocky road to Tharbad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Shire, whack for da.
That's right.
Okay.
I loved it when it ended that way. Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Loved it when it ended.
No,
right,
I just meant I like the way that it goes.
No, I
Okay.
didn't. I took
Never
no
mind.
offense. No, it's fine.
Please make a song roll for me. Lawton.
What? Where? What?
Please
Where?
make a song roll for me.
I absolutely. As soon as I find my sheet here. That is a song roll. Oh, it's favored, is it? Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Oh.
Hold on, I can't see anything here.
17. The target
It was
18.
one. Oh, but I sang it twice. Well.
You don't get the benefit of the song right now, but you're still working it out. It's okay. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly.
The man sang
But
it
he
twice.
sang it twice.
Surely he gets a bonus die for singing it twice.
Surely. He sang the entire
Yeah.
thing.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. Make the roll again. You don't get a bonus die, though.
Oh.
Okay. Also, do I hear some pitter patter?
Oh,
I
yes.
do
That would be
too.
rusty.
It's a pitter patter.
And the horses and
That's
ponies.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not what that sounded like.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
So I rolled it again.
That's my horse you're talking about.
I don't think that can they see the roll on. Because,
Speak that way about your horse, Meyer.
Poor Rusty.
Poor Rusty.
That one is a
The
success.
filthy hobbits.
hey, that
I've
one.
been bullied into allowing a second roll for you.
But look at that. He
so this
rolled
one-
2.
Yes.
Yes. This
He'll
is-
take it out on us later, but for now,
of
yes.
course, of course.
Point of order.
Yes.
He rolled a double Gandalf.
How did he roll a double Gandalf?
My God.
Oh,
Mouse over
wow. Oh, and the second one. Amazing. That makes no difference.
I know, but it's
so. No, but when you are on a journey and you are singing a journey song, and you make a successful roll, you will have some bonuses that happen. Let's see. I lost where that page was.
Did Whack run out of coconuts?
Coconuts.
Listen, are you talking
do you
about
want a different horse sound? Okay,
yes,
fine.
absolutely. Please,
Wow.
for the love of God.
You are horrible.
I think that that's not the sounds of the horse's hooves. Those are hobbit feet. We're trying to keep up. That's us.
Horrible.
It
Is
takes
that better?
It takes 3 hobbit steps to match 1 Anduin step, so there's very rapid.
Yeah.
behind me.
Question: Are the hobbits not on my cart? Because I would not have left without Rusty.
That is up to you. Are you? I mean, the hobbits have ponies. Are they on their ponies or?
Oh, do they?
what?
Okay.
Probably.
How are we leaving Tharbad? I don't think we discussed this.
I didn't realize we all still had ponies. Now I feel left out.
Well, I mean, you walked with me alongside us the entire way, so I just assumed you'd be walking again.
Right. But now there's 4 of you. all riding.
Well.
It's okay. I'll walk.
Would you? You'd ride on my pony. We'll take turns.
My feet touch the ground.
I know it'd be much easier on my pony if you do that. So, but you know, if you,
It wouldn't serve much purpose then, would it?
well, sure, it takes a little of the load off of both of you, and Fred would be happy.
Oh, we don't call him Fred, though, right? We changed his name.
Bread.
Butter,
We changed all their
bread.
names.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Jam.
It's bread. Yeah.
Yep, bread,
Let me make sure that that's changed proper. There we go.
butter, and jam. That's
Jam.
right.
Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Rusty.
Yep.
And my
Rusty.
cart.
And your card.
Does your card have a name?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your cart's name?
Was it to you?
That's a
Well,
weird
I'm just
name.
asking.
It's not a name I share.
Oh, all right.
Right, you share the name of your animal, but not of the cart itself.
Oh, I wonder if it's like a ship name. You know,
The cart probably has some dwarven name that translates to the valuables are above the left wheel.
Oh, I see. It's a literal sort of. Yeah, right. Yeah, you wouldn't want to give that away. Or they,
Well,
oh,
that's
And
a
down with
horse.
side eye.
See,
down.
Rusty knows I'm right.
yeah. It's where like the secret compartment. Do you have secret compartments on there? I'm trying
Can
to
I
ride up
fit in
close
one?
to take a look on the side to see if there's like panels that look loose. I'm not going to touch them. I'm just looking.
I might do, but if I did, doesn't everybody?
No. Why? I have no need for secret panels on.
What?
I have no place for panels.
Strange folk. I just...
No, me
Look a
personally, it's not. Don't say all. There are quite a few.
What would you?
hobbits.
Okay, so wait a minute. If you could, sorry to interrupt you, London, but this is going to kill me. What would you put in a secret compartment then, if you had
Well-
one? This is a new
valuable.
question we all must answer.
Well,
Oh, all of us.
Isn't it simple? Secrets, obviously.
No, but what kind of secret? Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking like I've got multiple different secret things I could put in a compartment, but I'm just wondering if they're secret enough to warrant putting in a secret compartment in a cart. You know, like, do I do my honey recipe? Is that
Sure,
secret
if you
enough?
keep it around with you and not, locked away in your head.
My head is a secret compartment?
To some.
Well, we've held a few secrets from our parents before.
What's so funny, Piper?
Just, the realization there was palpable.
That's a secret even from me most days.
I think it's a grand question. What would you keep in a secret compartment? But I do think that it is important to clarify a physical item.
Okay, physical item that
What-
you
what
would keep in a
physical
secret
items?
compartment.
Mhm. I'm going to have to
Okay.
think about that one.
And I can't say jam.
Well, couldn't you just put anything in there, and then it would become a secret until you decided you wanted to share the secret?
Oh yeah. So, but that I think that being said, like, to you personally, what is that thing that you'd put in there? What would it be for you? I believe this is worth being a secret or kept away from prying eyes or thieves or something like that. Because I wouldn't necessarily say food, because food should be shared, right?
Yeah.
You're not asking me, are you?
Well, all of us.
No,
I
we
think.
are. We're asking everybody. I'm curious.
We're
I'm
going
not telling
around
you, because
taking
if I
turns.
did, you'd look for my compartments, wouldn't you?
What?
No.
No,
I don't think you
we
understand.
respect
hobbits
your
very well,
privacy.
Master Dwarf.
I'll leave you to your thought experiment and see if I can find if we're going in the right direction.
Anduin, what would you keep in a secret compartment if you could keep something in a secret
We
compartment?
got your stuff back there, Master Dwarf. We specifically found stolen items that were yours. Clearly,
That's
we're
right.
not trying to take anything from you.
Don't have much of value. You would note Anduin, like, putting his hand over his pocket and absentmindedly making sure something is still there as you ask the question, though.
I'm not sure.
Well, I
I'd
don't know
noticed.
if I have anything that I would want to keep in a secret compartment.
Well, I think that's the game, isn't it? You have to find something that, of all the things that you could have, the thing that you would want to protect the most.
Oh, well, Piper's not going to fit in a secret
See,
compartment.
I was thinking about you two.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
neither
was
of
thinking
you were
about
gonna
shoving
fit
both
into-
of you in a compartment, but that just sounds
Yeah,
like
that's right.
bullying,
That's
doesn't
very
it?
dark, no?
Yeah.
Ugh.
If I had a diary, I guess I could put a diary in there.
Well,
but,
what if you brought a lamp?
For a diary? Oh, for getting shoved into a dark spot. Oh, right.
Right. Well, if the diary's in there too, then we have something to read while we're in there.
Yeah, and right.
And with the lamp, then we can see the diary in order to read what we want to.
Well, no, stories
And
are
then
meant
it's
to be
not so
shared.
dark. Right,
Stories-
Master Dwarf?
stories
Come again? I was not listening.
Well, that's all right.
What if it
I'll
was
just
some sort
jump
of
off
like
this cart. Let
mum-
myself get taken by the wheel.
what if it was like some sort of like a personal memento from someone, right? Like maybe someone's sweet on you, or vice versa, and you get something from them, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to keep that or wear it or have it or always have it on you? You don't want to put it away, tuck it away somewhere, right?
What if it's
She speaks
No.
the truth.
jewels?
Okay.
What if
All
you
right,
lose
so
it?
now we know what Anduin would put in a secret compartment if he had a secret compartment or something to put in it.
Flowers from a lady friend.
Flowers.
Or a lock of hair?
Oh.
That's a good one. A
That's a
poem.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
A poem
or-
and a flower and a lock of hair.
Or a ribbon or something, you know?
A ribbon around the lock of hair.
Yeah. With flowers tucked in.
Or, according to Anduin's culture, it could just be like a rabbit's foot or like a dragon skin or something.
I don't. Why his culture?
Well,
What is a
because he's
rabbit's
brave.
foot for?
Bravery.
stew.
Bravery.
Right.
Swiftness.
Is
Those
this
things that rabbits represent.
is this a thing here in the West? A rabbit's foot means bravery?
Well, there's stories about talismans that people use, and sometimes there's animal parts that are used to represent it, like a tooth is to be for fierceness and stuff like that. But
Right.
But why a foot for bravery? This is the part I don't understand. A tooth necklace, yes, I've seen these. Hunters make them.
Well, isn't it brave to be a rabbit? Because it's quite scary to be a rabbit, but they continue existing nonetheless.
I don't know. A rabbit's first response to nearly anything is to run away. I'm not sure I
Actually-
call
Which is
that
brave.
bravery.
I'm going
I think
to.
it's brave.
I'm going to slightly disagree. My personal experience is the rabbit's first response is to die for some reason. They have a heart attack and just drop dead on the spot when they're startled.
Wait,
9
is that
times out of
true?
10. Oh, it's very true.
Oh.
Okay, well, you know,
that will make my next hunting trip easier.
Just scare the rabbits.
No, exactly. I'm the wolf man, bear man.
Fear me.
Anduin of the river.
Terrifying.
What time of day is it right now, Loremaster?
When do you think you would have set off?
I would say at first light to give us a fighting chance, cover as much ground in the daytime.
You are the guide of the group, and it is your responsibility to take charge of all decisions concerning the route, the rest, and the supplies.
Aye, that's correct. So, I would, I suppose, have at least ventured to the rest of the company that we should set off at first light. However, you know how things go. How, second breakfast can take some time and all that, so I don't necessarily want to be the one to say when.
You would find Anduin a willing taskmaster assistant. He's also very much the up early, out the door now
Aye.
kind of person, so I don't know if that helps.
Do you think that the hobbits would actually try and go a little faster this time? We've actively been trying to. I mean, we've been a part of a few small adventures here and there. I'm wondering if the realism.
I suppose you're not the movie hobbits. They were hopeless. They were never able to wake up in time. Ours, in fact. So it's up to you.
I would love a roll to figure out, because as much of a decision I'd like to make, I don't know if I can't for all of us.
A wisdom test.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah.
I assume it would be a valor test.
Shit.
Oh.
I would love to roll wisdom, I tell you.
I know, but valor is what I imagine to be, being gung-ho.
Sure.
Wisdom is, pondering. Pensive.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. Okay. Would anyone here like to do, of the hobbits, like to do a valor roll? I've got a 1 in it. I have 1 in valor.
I'm not great.
3 in valor.
Yeah, I was gonna see. She should do it.
Then, so if this makes it,
100%.
I imagine she whips us up and gets us going. She's like, second breakfast can be on the road. Go.
Am I
make a valor
rolling?
roll.
Do I have any bonus dice?
No.
No.
This is
I'm
just
assuming
a
not.
wake up.
Okay.
This is a wake up call.
Okay.
Oof.
Success.
Okay. You have, by whatever means necessary, convinced Launton and Toddles to haul ass in the morning and actually
Uh-huh.
get a
Come on,
an
guys.
early
We're gonna
early
go
start.
on an adventure.
Oh,
Grab a
that's
bush
not
and
gonna
put little
get
makeup.
my ass out of bed.
Yeah, unless you put the food on the cart. Or no.
We have to go help people. We have to help someone. What if they're in danger? And we're the only ones who know that they're in danger, and so we have to go help them.
I think only sausage is getting me out of bed that early in the morning.
Yeah. Okay,
I make
so,
sausages.
Wonderful.
But no, it has to go further than that.
On my way.
And she stands on the cart with the
No,
sausage.
it's
Here you go.
It's like a
Send
Warner
it.
Brothers
A
cartoon,
few
like
links.
an old school like Looney Tunes cartoon. You see Toddles floating on the air, following the little steam trail of the sausage.
I think that, considering that we're going to be on our ponies, if you have a string of sausages, they're warm and they're going, yeah, I guess I could see that. Like, can I have another, please? Yeah, you got to get closer. Fuck.
We've got good tea. That's all ready for you as well.
Tea sloshing everywhere as I'm trying to drink it on bread, the pony.
I want to just be clear. You did have the opportunity to bring ponies and your horses with you. Are all of the hobbits on ponies? And is Anduin the only one that is without a horse?
I definitely brought mine.
Yeah, I'm on my pony.
Toddles, are you on yours as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Double checking. All right. Then I think it's time for some journey rolls. The way that the journey breaks down is there is a sequence of things that happen. First and foremost, we set the journey path, which we've already done. It's a relatively easy journey. only a few days from Tharbad. And that's just marked by the X on the map here. Then we make marching rolls. So your guide is Riot. When we do this, basically we have the guide make a travel roll to start things off.
Okay. And, this is a favorite role of mine. I do wonder if I should use a hope just to get things going, but I don't want to waste hope either. So I guess I shan't for now. Go on! How?
Alrighty.
How? Failure.
Oh my.
Sound of pride.
That
being
was-
crippled right there.
that was
what that was.
Oh.
Chad,
On
just
the
so you
bright
know
side.
what the dice were there. There was a D12 rolled and 4 D6s. That was a 3, a 2, a 3, 2, and a 1.
Not one die of 4 or higher on any of them.
Are we distracting you with our talk of secrets and now your mind is turned towards the secret compartment in
That
you?
is exactly what's going on. And I'm not too sure.
He's
what's
having
ahead
to
of me
turn
right
back.
now.
He's looking back to make sure you're not in his secret compartment constantly.
Out of character, you have said a few things that have made me looking at certain compartments when mentioning certain things. So, you might have seen that happen, but not necessarily clocked what I was looking at or looking for.
All right. So, what happens over the next few days is you maybe question the route that you're taking, and there's probably a few hazardous spots that are difficult to get the horses, the cart, the ponies around. You have to sort of disembark a few times and, help them up little causeways or hills or things. It's a bit annoying. It slows you down. You feel like you're definitely not making as good of a pace as you could. These few days pass, and let's see here. I'm going to need one of you to roll a d6 for me.
Ooh.
Who wants to do it?
Not I. I got a Gandalf rune earlier. I'm gonna
Kaboom.
I look for today.
2.
Oh.
Okay. Breaking down our rolls here, we have our guide is Rioth. Our hunter is Anduin. Our scout is Piper, I believe. And we've got 2 lookouts for Launton and Toddles. I would like Piper.
Okay.
Please go ahead and make an explore roll for me.
Success.
That is very good.
On the line too.
Yeah.
Okay. While you are exploring, while you are scouting ahead and making sure that things are safe here, Piper, something goes wrong. What do you think that is?
What do you mean? There's something out there that's wrong, or
A mishap occurs.
for all of us?
Well, as you are exploring, what do you think happens? Some kind of a mishap.
But I succeeded.
Yes, you did. And you saw it ahead of time.
Oh. What is the terrain that we're traveling on?
These are mostly plains and grasslands. So there's tall, like, fields of, like, of green mostly, but there's the occasional, occasionally, like, large patches of weeds and brush and thickets and things. There's not any trees except for the occasional tree here or there. It's very open plains.
Right.
Streams and things like that.
What about like an earth cave-in? Like there's a big hole in the ground somewhere in the plains, and because the grass is so high, you wouldn't see it normally.
Absolutely. So you are scouting ahead, sort of just ranging ahead, and you're moving through this like tall grass, pushing it away, trying to see what's going on. When all of a sudden, your foot sort of slips, not expecting some loose earth below you. Your foot slips and you almost fall, but you're able to stabilize yourself. And then you hear this sound of rocks and loose dirt start to tumble away, and you look down and you realize that this tall grass and weeds have sort of overgrown, and there is a very large bit of loose dirt, a sort of earthen crater that is before you.
Stop the cart!
Directly in the path of...
Whoa, Rusty, whoa!
Everybody stop.
Back on my way.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I hope it had gone over. There's a big hole in the ground right here.
Oh. Yeah.
From what?
You
I don't
can
know.
go ahead and make a roll to try and figure it out.
Is it right in the middle of the road?
You're not on a road. You've long left the road, as per the direction of this farmstead.
Right. If I saw something like this in a road, I'd say it was a trap. But out here in the middle of nowhere, no idea.
Somebody would like to make a roll. You can try and figure it out.
What sort of role
what
are
would
you
the
looking
roll
for?
be?
It's a good question. Let's see here. I imagine you could try and use a few different skills I would take. Perhaps scan, or I would take another explorer roll.
I could scan. It's favored, but we've seen just how useful that can be sometimes.
My scan is also very good.
Is it 4 in favored?
It's 3 in favored. Knock yourself out.
All right. I bring my trusty left hand to my forehead, and I'm going to succeed at this scan roll.
Your trusty left hand. I'm sorry, what?
That's what got you?
I don't know why. I'm sorry.
I can't take these 3 anywhere.
Aye.
Rioth, how do you think you are
Right.
scanning this problem here?
I'm shielding my eyes from the mid-morning sun, and I'm just looking across to see if I can find anything out of ordinary. It's a large crater. I'm looking for rocks to see what's out of place, if anything doesn't seem like it should be there.
The crater is very strange in general. It looks like just a large section of sunken earth. Very difficult to see unless you're right there, because of the way that the terrain has sort of fallen in on itself. The grass has sort of fallen inwards towards the crater, and you almost have no chance of noticing this unless you are much taller than the grass to see it. And when you are looking around, you're a dwarf. You understand what happens when mining occurs. You know that the dirt and the earth has to go someplace. Something happened below this location. There was some kind of a cave-in, or it tells you that there was an opening underground that caused this earth to sink in.
There must be a cave nearby. Or at least there was one.
A cave?
Aye.
Cave? The land here is perfectly flat.
Well,
Loremaster, is there any cave or mountain visible in any direction to us?
I mean, you've seen maybe the occasional hill or whatnot. It is possible that there is, like a hole in the ground kind of a situation, or a stream that has, created some kind of an underground cave somewhere. It's possible, but no, there is no like large mountain like location nearby.
It is impossible to tell from how far or how deep it might be, but aye. What we see here is a landfill from a cave underneath, disturbed earth.
Interesting.
Well, so my concern is, it likely we're going to continue running across something like this? If it happened once, will it happen,
I'm wondering what's in the cave.
Right.
Especially if it's not on any map.
Well, if it was runoff from like water and heavy rains and just composition, I imagine a hobbit would have a pretty good idea of that sort of happenings in the Shire, or heavy rains and runoff and earth moving about and whatnot. I suppose we just, as we go forward, well, we'll have to go around it, obviously, but going forward. Oh no, go ahead, please.
I was going to ask the.
I'm so sorry to interject here. Everyone takes 2 fatigue.
2.
From the journey.
From the
thus
journey,
far.
or just being around this hole?
From the journey.
It's a tiresome hole.
It's a.
Jesus Christ.
Look, you know what? That's fine. No, that's fine. Okay. 2 fatigue. Got it.
Okay. Does this disturbance have a, how would you say, like, defined line? Can we go around it, or...
It does appear. It does appear to have a sort of defined line. It's a bit jagged, but you get the general idea of where that might be. It's still a bit haphazard around the edge there, just testing with your foot. But it does appear. It's not particularly huge, but you guys were headed right towards it. Like, it would have been horrific.
Okay. Good eye, Miss Took. I suppose we go around it, and I try and steer Rusty to go around and for the others to follow.
Yeah, good
Right.
idea.
Yeah, following your lead.
Begin moving along again.
Since I'm on foot, I'm going to take the lead here, because I'm a lot less likely to tumble over an edge. I just poke the ground with the handle of my spear as we go to make sure it's solid.
Sure.
Smart.
Okay. Somebody roll me a D24.
Me! 11.
Okay. This is early on your third day. It's about 11 in the morning or so. so not even midday just yet. I'm curious, do you feel more comfortable out of the city? And who does and who doesn't?
I think, I know for me it would depend on the landscape that we're moving through. So you talked about there's tall grass. Is this
tall grass? It's grasslands. It's plains.
And this is
a lot of
this
wind.
is like August, right?
Yeah, it's August.
God, it probably feels wonderful.
Yeah.
I imagine I am feeling
Yeah.
pretty good out here.
Yeah,
comparatively.
me too.
A lot of wildflowers as well. I imagine you would see many bees, Toddles.
And I'm very, very happy. Very comfortable.
I think Anduin just detests crowded cities, period. So regardless of any other factors, he's already happy to be out here. In fact, he's probably stopping and just doing the whole absorbing sun periodically, just from being away from Tharbad.
I suppose I wasn't too pleased being in Tharbad, but we're off-road and, well, this is not quite dwarf land, is it now? So I guess I'm not happy, but I'm not upset either.
All right. So, you continue around this sinkhole of sorts, and you continue your journey. And when you are leading the way, make an awareness roll for me, please, Anduin.
Coming right up.
Oh,
Oh my.
Excellent.
Wow,
I monitor the
wow.
situation from my satellite.
What is that? Is that your drone? Where'd you get that?
If he had a Sauron, he still would have succeeded.
Let's
Goodness.
see here. You get 2 extra successes. What would you like to do with them?
I will.
This will
Gain
be
additional-
related just before you decide, just so you have
Sure.
a little bit of information to go off. You do sort of, using your senses, you sort of notice something a little bit off. There's an odd smell in the air.
Right. I don't think that changed. I was already going to say I will go quietly, out of just habit and being somewhat paranoid, and gain additional insight as to what I might be smelling.
Okay. You catch something that's a little bit foul. It's different than the smells that you would expect out here. Maybe in the forest as well. There's a smell that death has that you associate with sort of as a hunter in general, smelling creatures finding a place to die or something in the forest or what have you. It doesn't smell like that. It smells almost acidic in nature.
Boggy?
No.
Like, okay.
It smells
I
like
live in a bog.
something that you might have
Yeah.
smelled before. I would like you to make a lore roll, and you have a bonus die from me on this.
Okay.
Me or Anduin?
Anduin.
Oh.
It's
Hmm.
spilled wine.
A lore roll. Well, I am not skilled in lore, but if I'm already getting a bonus die from you, I will spend a point of hope on it and give myself.
I'm going to give you a point of hope. I just
Even better.
yeah. And I'm happy to give a narration as to how.
Sure.
All right. I think that I have been singing on and off for a while. Sometimes in tune, sometimes not. I think you've gotten pretty good at tuning me out and focusing on everything else. I think your other senses are heightened as I fill the ears with my singing.
Okay.
So your smell is heightened right now. So there you go.
Excellent. Okay, here we go. Still not the greatest odds, but at least I have a chance to pass it. Oh, the Gandalf rune.
Excellent.
I have encountered this thing before.
And an extra success. These are all going to stack on each other, by the way. So how would you like to spend this extra success?
I will make haste.
Okay. You're able to hone in on the smell very quickly. And it's a combination of things. Because as you begin to move through the grass, you see some patches of grass, almost like a path kind of leading through. You see furrows in the ground, as if something maybe had clawed at the ground. You see animal bones. You see feces. It has a pretty pungent and unfortunately very distinctive smell. Wargs have been here.
Honestly, I feel a little better. I thought this was about to turn into tremors.
Get on the rocks!
These
Oh, that's wild.
These tracks that you're able to find through the ground and the sort of carnage left behind here indicates some rather large wargs. Because you rolled so well, you might even recognize that the footprints are very deep. These very large wargs, most likely being ridden.
So I can tell that they've passed through. Is there any indicator that they would still be here? Like, the dropping pile, is it fresh?
It might be a day or so old.
Okay. If it looks like it's already been a whole day, then I'm not gonna immediately stop the party. We can just keep moving, but as we pass, I will point it out. Party of hunting wargs came through here with riders. Look. With the bones.
Oh.
Is this a smell that only Anduin would have picked up because of just his
As soon
senses
as you
in
get,
general? Or?
yeah, I mean, you don't recognize it,
But we can smell it.
oh yeah, as soon as you get close to it, it's horrific.
So
It's a very acidic, like almost a metallic kind of smell on top of waste.
what is visibility? So we're about midday from what we saw.
Oh, the hobbits
So-
are definitely struggling moving through this tall grass for sure.
Oh, yeah. So we're not really being even on the back of the ponies. I imagine it's still a
on the
little bit of
ponies. It's a bit better. That's why I didn't like penalize any of the rolls that were being made. But
Yeah.
if you're on foot, it's you need a landmark almost.
Yeah, I think that if Anduin points that out, I'm probably looking in the direction he points for any indication. Because if we smell it, then the first thing I'm thinking about is the wind bringing the smell. It is a windy plain. It's likely to drag it towards us if we're downwind. But I'm looking for any visual indications.
Now that Launton's brought up the question of direction, are these tracks heading towards the farmstead that we are going to check?
No.
Where are they going?
They appear to be headed north.
No.
Another raiding party.
Not
Similar to
quite.
the one that you and I ran into, Rioth.
Loremaster, wargs are not known to work with people, even southerlings or easterlings.
Yeah, you can give me a lore roll. I'll give you a bonus die
Okay.
because I think I know what you're about to ask.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to think if I want to use hope or not. But I will not. But would it make sense not to know? Roll success without using hope. Okay.
All right. Warg riders are primarily orcs or goblins.
I have extensive history with orcs and goblins. So I turn to Andarwin and I say no. Not the same.
The
These are
Dunelanders not ride wargs.
not that I have seen. Wargs are smart. They don't... It takes a lot to get manfolk to work with wargs.
I see. So you suspect not men? Orc?
My expression stiffens and I go,
After you and I parted ways, but before I met up with the hobbits, I encountered a group of 4 goblins and a warg. So I know there are goblins riding wargs near here.
And you did not think to tell me.
That was quite a ways north of here. I did not think it would matter.
That close to Bree. That does not bode well.
It does not. Also, frankly, it was over a month ago. By the time I ran into you, other things had taken my mind.
No, it is fair enough. But we
I did slay them all, though. If that gives you any ease.
You see, Ryuth's beard part into a smile. Aye, it does. But it does mean that we have to be more careful in the night if wargs and dwarves and orcs are around here.
Right.
We do not have many wargs on the east side of the mountain. I've fought them a couple of times, but not often. I do not know how far away they could smell us from.
Smell us. All right. Okay.
How fresh are these droppings?
At least a day old, maybe more.
Then we cannot rule it out.
If they catch our scent, well, it will depend how many of them there are, because we will certainly not outrun them.
And if we're picking up their scent, then we should be downwind of them. So unless there's a change.
Well, we're picking up their scent because we're standing at a dropping pile. It's not the same.
Aye, their scent is literally right there.
I thought there was a different scent that we were picking up, but no, I understand now. Okay, so which way is the wind going, and then which way are the tracks, and then from there we should be able to figure out if we're in trouble or not. Likely.
The wind is moving.
Must it be a hunting roll? Oh, sorry.
The wind is moving east to west. You don't have to make a roll for that.
And they're going north. So...
Nature is on our side for the time being, but the wind is fickle and could change direction at any moment. And if our scent is carried towards them, they will come after us. And we do not know how many. Actually, can I try to estimate a head count by counting the number of prints?
Yes, I think this is a hunting roll.
Oh my god. Your
Additional
roll is
insight.
Success.
Yeah, I'm on
You rolled
fire
a
today.
2 on the feat die too. That was all success die, and your target number being a 13. Okay, how would you like to spend your success?
Additional insight on these things.
Okay.
Specifically, if I can tell, on the type and number of riders.
Okay.
Though that might not be possible for me to deduce from looking at the mount's tracks, but I am trying to figure it out anyway. Maybe they've dropped something on the ground.
Okay. I think with this great success, this one extra success, I'll say that you can tell that there is at least 4 of them. There may be more.
4 wargs with riders each.
Yes.
Okay.
It appears that they're either extremely large, which doesn't really make too much sense with the size of the prince, but the indentation into the earth is very deep. So you imagine that all of them had riders. There's
Perhaps
maybe some
multiple
food.
riders.
There's maybe some like other like bits and pieces of food or hair or something that has fallen nearby that gives you that indication.
I'll point that evidence out as well.
So, if they're north and we can't trust the weather for very long, should we go south to see if we can get as much distance as possible? I mean, I know our objective lies to the west, but just make a little bit of a detour just for safety's sake.
Okay.
I think we should proceed to our destination as fast as possible. Even if we try to avoid these things, we don't know if they're going to circle around or what direction they might approach from, and they are faster than we are.
Okay.
I believe you both speak sense. A healthy medium, I suppose. As straight as possible, but keeping our eyes wide open. Make sure nothing untoward comes our way.
And look for more holes just in case, so...
Aye.
The truth is, if we are seen or smelled, we will not avoid these things, and they will see us by the time we see them.
Aye, if we're
think
seen,
we should
it'll
just
be much
make
too
haste.
late. Aye, I agree. While we have daylight.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know, I am keeping track in the calendar of the current day that is going by. It is currently the 16th of August, or Wedmath, or Urime, depending on where you are from, as you make this discovery.
Okay. So we want to keep heading west, Loremaster,
Very well.
to the destination.
Very well. You continue your journey throughout the rest of the day. Now, I would like rolls from everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
What sort of role?
Well, this will be based on your job here in the journey. So a travel roll from you as the guide.
I would like to spend a point of hope on this,
Okay.
because the thought of wargs and orcs with present company does not bode well. That's a great success.
Excellent. How would you like to
Okay.
spend your extras? You can hold on to it, and we can do all the rolls first to see if you want to
All right.
spend it on something else.
I will, however, as a point of order, say that because I spent a point of hope, I do this in a very interesting way. At least if you're paying attention, it's quite subtle. As I hold the reins on Rusty, you see me alternate my hands as they lift up and down, left and right. You see there's a sine wave being created on the reins. I'm not whipping the horse, but you see that there's a bit of a rhythm that's forming. And then all of a sudden you see the reins go straight and flat. My hands are still moving. And then, if you're listening, you might hear from Rusty's hooves a sort of sonorous, almost like a gong, like a very dull hum. And Rusty is now a bit more sure-footed, as I have used one of our lost broken spells to help with our travel.
Oh. Excellent. Okay.
So that means I have a magical success.
Excellent. And on a magical success, let's find out what happens, because I actually have no idea. Magical success means that to pass their action automatically, regardless of the target number. Okay. Do you all think you notice anything off here? I mean, do you is there some sort of, to use the D&D equivalent, is there a vocal component to this magic?
It is purely somatic, although you might be able to hear some sort of musical, again, hum from the hoofs as Rusty's hoofs strike off the rocks underfoot, or under hoof.
Okay.
I think that I have a song is favorite anyway. It's a thing that I do. I don't think I would notice magically, but I'd probably be surprised that there is a rhythm to the movement of the horse, and I'm like, that's odd, that never happens like that.
Make
in
a
my
song
head.
roll.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh. Shit.
So it's favored. However, that is that's a Sauron, right? That 11. So
11 is Sauron, yeah.
yeah, that's what's not going to happen.
So I'll leave that up to you how you interpret that failure.
Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe there's a moment where I almost think that there's a special quality to it, but then I definitely pass it off as that's what, like when you see two people walking and then just for a second they're in line, their feet are in line, but then they get out of sync. I think I have that sort of moment of realization, like no, and then I just keep going.
Okay.
I doubt I would notice the music or the song or the humming quite as much, or perhaps notice but not understand it. However, the odd handling of the reins, the alternation followed by taut-looking reins, even though his hands are still moving, would most certainly not go unnoticed, because my people are skilled horse trainers ourselves. I would immediately notice that something's very off with the way he's handling the horse.
Very strange. Okay. Now, we can do this in whatever order you like, but we have a hunter, we have 2 lookouts, and we have a scout. What order shall we do this in?
I'm doing the awareness roll. So who? Yeah, okay. I'll just do that right now then.
Okay. Lawton, you can make yours as well.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and. All right. Failure. Jeez Louise. All right.
I got it on the dot.
Oh.
Alrighty.
No, I didn't. It's another. It's a Sauron. It chose the 10 instead of the 11. I technically did not pass.
Was
that
it
one.
favored?
It is favored.
So then it did
Then you
choose correctly.
succeeded.
Yeah.
It chose the better option.
Why would your favorite roll choose a Sauron?
Oh, I just figured. Oh, I thought it was highest no matter.
No.
I didn't realize favored was just.
Favored is the best option.
Well,
Best of
it's
the
just
two.
that Roll20 puts a Sauron on the 11. I feel like they should have put it on a 1.
Well, no,
to
that's
make
in
it
the
easier,
rules.
but-
It's in the rules, and 11 is the Sauron rune in the rules.
So
True.
yeah, I thought the favor just meant it was like rolling a d20 twice, but it's rolling a d20 twice, but
It
then
does.
taking
It chooses the better option amongst the two.
right. But of course, in my head, 11's higher, so it's better. So I totally get it now. So yes,
If you
I
were
got
a
it.
monster, it would choose the 11.
Okay.
I am.
So, You travel throughout most of the day, okay? And you are generally able to not really notice anything troubling, Toddles. How are you feeling about all this, hearing about these wargs? And...
I think that was not great. I was, 1 second I'm like, da-da-da-da-da-da, through the fields with the bees and all that, and then all of a sudden it's, these horrific things that can smell you, and we're going south so that we don't get... I think I'm probably...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
If it's not too late, my success I would like to use to negate that failure.
Okay.
Oh.
Absolutely. You can definitely do that. That's why I wanted to make sure that we vocalized that before we did anything. Okay. Thank you.
So does that mean I do notice something?
Potentially. We'll see.
Okay.
I wanted to find out how you were feeling about all this first.
Oh, right. Nervous. I'll shorten it up. Nervous. I'm feeling nervous.
All right. Do you think that...
But I do love my bees, and I like meeting new bees, so there's probably a little bit of that.
Okay. Have you stopped to collect any flowers or anything, or along the way?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If I may, most
Absolutely.
definitely.
Definitely.
And let my bees say hello.
Satchel.
Probably,
Where you keep
and
fresh pollen and things.
for my bees, and I'd probably let my bees meet, playmate bees for a minute, and then moving on.
I forgot
the
to get
really
a...
What if they
sexy
fall
bees,
in
sorry.
love?
I forgot to get a pouch, which I meant to do in town, and who knows if that was even available. But let me help me remember next time we're in a place I can get a pouch to get a pouch, please. Because I meant to have one for like herbs and stuff. I lost it along the way or something.
Can we just look and see how much that would cost, and see you got it before we left this morning? It was just this morning that we left.
No,
Or,
it's been a couple of
today.
days now.
Well,
but
I
yeah,
just
but
mean this
yeah, I know
session.
what you mean.
Yeah.
You can
I imagine
definitely
they would.
you can definitely have picked one up in Tharbad.
I imagine they would have had a
absolutely
pouch.
pouches.
For
Okay,
sure.
I'm gonna write that. So yeah, if that's the case, then I'm using my wee little sickle to look for I think, like when you find the onion grass, and you you cut that to smell it. I'm doing that every now and then, but I'm probably looking for other herbs and whatnot that might seem either new or things that I know, and digging those up. But after the warg thing, I have stopped. There's no more getting off my pony to do that.
Okay.
Just paying attention.
Very well. So overall, how do you think you're feeling about all of this, Montan?
I think that we've gone through a good bit at this point. I believe I definitely have a trust in my fellow travel companions and whatnot. So for me, there's a lot of nerves, but I don't think I feel alone in the middle of the open, ready for something to attack. I think I'm going to say that maybe there's just a wee touch of hope there, that there's enough things in our favor. Who knows how far away this is, or those, the wargs are, but the wind's most likely not going to carry. We missed that hole earlier. Maybe things are feeling more on the up for us. Weather seems nice. I think that's where I'm at.
Okay. Alrighty. And we can do either our scout or hunting roll next.
I'm going to assume I'm hunting, because I don't know if anyone else actually has skill in it.
I think you were the designated hunter of the group.
Okay. I will use a hope point on it, because the skill is not favored.
I'm going to give you a hope, so you don't have to burn one. And I'm going to say, remember, just scare the rabbits.
I really love having my own personal hope battery. This is great.
Okay.
Got it.
Woohoo!
20.
I come back with a scared rabbit. It didn't die.
You are able to find enough food for everyone. while hunting. We can assume that it took you some time to do this, by the way. This isn't like a 5-minute trip. This is like maybe an hour or two.
I probably wait until nightfall to do my hunting.
Okay.
So we can cover as much distance as possible during the day without slowing us down.
All right. Last but not least, Piper, if you could make an explorer roll for your scouting.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Piper, how are you feeling about the wargs and the potentiality of goblins or orcs or whatnot?
I'm feeling like I personally have almost no problem putting myself in harm's way. Like, obviously, it's not ideal. Wargs sound terrifying, and I'm not. It's way out of my tiny hobbit league. But most of the time since we left, and especially as more dangerous things have happened, especially with the beast in the river and things, I'm a little bit braver. Actually, I think I'm just more stupid with regards to the dangers around me. But I'm always very nervous for Toddles and Launton, and I feel a never-ending small pressure of endless guilt for dragging them out here. And so anytime something comes up that's very dramatic or scary or anything, I'm nervous about it for myself, but I'm mostly nervous about it for them. Yeah, guilty.
Okay. So, you had 2 failures in these rolls. Rioth, you are struck with a choice.
Okay.
How would you like to handle your extra success?
Very well. So, explore or, what was the other one?
Awareness.
Or awareness. I'm not quite sure exactly what the difference is.
Well, exploring is navigating your way on a journey, getting back on track after a detour, coping with adverse weather or other natural hazards, creating paths through the wilderness, or choosing a place to camp.
Oh, okay. And, I suppose in which case, explore. I want to cancel the explore.
Okay. Very well. So maybe I can say that you, Piper, you were deciding on a place to camp for the night after searching around for a while. Made the suggestion, and maybe Rioth helped you with a better camping spot.
Good idea.
You've got a decent meal for the night.
Over there.
You've got a decent camping spot. Rioth, you're pretty confident you know where you are on the map. You have a good idea of how much further it is to the farmstead. You think it's probably less than a day left of travel.
Okay.
The lookouts. While you were away, by the way, Toddles, Piper also rolled a failure, and Rioth.
No, I know.
Okay.
I was eating. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I was eating some food here.
Just wanted to catch you up.
Typical hobbit. Always eating.
The lookouts. A few things happen while you are getting camp set up. I imagine that maybe one of you goes to sort of look around and see if anything's strange or out of the ordinary as night is beginning to fall. It's dusk right now. And we'll say that Toddles goes out first. Toddles, you spend, I would say, maybe a half hour to an hour sort of just keeping an eye out, just, venturing out a little bit from camp, just trying to see if anything strange is happening. and nothing seems to alert you to any sort of impending disaster or anything along those lines. Once the camp has sort of been broken down, you've all had something to eat. Launton, you go out on your lookout to just kind of see if anything's going on. Night has fallen. It's a little bit harder to see. There's a chill on the air. Not terribly cold, it's still summer, but it's a little breezy, a little cooler. And there's something that sort of, you don't notice at first. But you kind of realize there's an eerie silence that has fallen across the fields. You only hear the wind and the grass rustling. Even the sound of insects has mostly gone away.
All right, so...
Y'all notice that?
This will be Launton that notices this. The rest of you will probably be by the camp, or maybe you hear the fire, or you're still eating or getting ready to rest.
I'm busy feeding Rusty, I think.
Which way is the wind blowing now? Because it's been quite a few hours.
It's headed sort of southwest-ish.
Okay. Well, I know that Anduin mentioned things circling the potential for that. But that's not the only dangers that could be about. Just, I think I'm definitely trying to be mindful, as mindful as I can. We've been through enough that it's not an expectation that things are just going to be fine all the time. So, with the quietness, I think I'm straining my hearing for... Are there trees around? Have we gotten to a tree line at all?
Not really. There's a few errant trees here and there, maybe by some streams, but this is mostly very open plains, grasslands kind of areas. You're kind of far from the river at this point, and there'd be trees by the river, but there's not terribly. You might see some shrubs and some hedges and things, but not really.
From where I am right now, can I see any hillsides at all? I mean, is there, because I know I'm small to begin with, and if I'm moving around, the grass is going to be a problem, right? Mm-hmm. A little bit of a problem. So I'm wondering if I'm able to, I don't know, maybe I grabbed a box from Rioth or something that I could use as just a step up to get just a little bit higher. If he had something like that. I'm just wondering if I can see movement in the grass at any distance that doesn't seem like the wind moving it, because it would be noticeable if I have view, of that. It is nighttime, so I don't know.
Basing this off of your earlier awareness roll, you had a success. You didn't have any extra successes. So I'm going to say no.
Okay. I think that since I'm probably... If I turn back to where we are camping, can I see the light of the fire? Because I'm probably walking a wee bit of a perimeter.
Yeah, you can see it through the grass.
I'm going to make my way back to...
And just to clarify, by the way, sorry to interrupt you.
Sure.
The grass isn't all super tall grass everywhere. There's probably wherever you pick the campsite, it's more flattened out. You have a little bit larger of a range of view. Maybe it's slightly on a hill.
Okay.
You didn't pick a tremendously amazing campsite, but you picked something decent. So, there's got to be some water nearby, or a little bit of a better flat area to rest, and maybe some cover from the wind, because the wind would be like an issue out on these open plains. It'd be like buffeting you. So you have a general sense of where the campfire is. You can see that like through the grass. And there's a few patches of like tall grass nearby, but you're not like stuck in the middle of a field of tall grass right now.
Sure. Okay. So with that, I'm definitely going to make my way back quietly. I know. Do I need to roll for that? Because I didn't get an extra success.
Stealth check.
Okay. Absolutely. So I'm going to be trying to make my way back quietly. Okay.
That's an extraordinary success. You got 2 extra successes on the stealth check.
So I definitely want to make haste. That's a big one. I think that I'm very on edge. So I am probably picking my way through the exact path that I was on, or at least as close to it as I can to get back to it. And I'm already doing stealth, so I don't need to go quietly. I think that I want to gain insight. I guess as I'm going backwards, as I'm feeling, or back to the camp, as I'm feeling afraid, my mind is running, and I'm trying to reason out, if I can, the potential danger that we could be in at our location. Like, I'm trying to think, how visible would it be? Could we run if we needed to? Is there any cover from arrows? Like, my mind is running as I'm trying to get back to him.
Absolutely. Okay. Something's off. You recognize this as you're walking out and looking about. You don't see anything, but there's a feeling here that tells you that something is wrong. The birds, the insects going quiet. Any frogs or anything that you might hear at night, just sort of silent. Usually indicates that there is some sort of predator. And you begin moving slowly, trying to determine what's happening. It doesn't occur to you right away. You're making your way back, maybe out of a small patch of taller grass. You catch some movement in the distance. It doesn't seem close to you, it seems far. It looks like almost like ants crawling along the grass. They're just far away. Something is moving fast along grass at night. In the distance, far, maybe a mile or two.
Okay. So I get back to the campsite. I don't know if there's any talk or anything, but I think they would see me pop out, and I've got my finger to my mouth.
Come now, Rusty, eat your cat.
What?
And I'm pointing at the fire, and I'm like doing this, even though I could see that these, a mile or two away up on the mountain, things looking small, isn't likely to hear us, but I don't know if there's any other dangers. Like, what if that's one thing and there's something on the other? So I'm like, fire, put out the fire.
Can you quench the flame without smoke? Oh no.
Yes. In fact, when we set up the campfire, I put a blanket or a tarp or anything from our supplies on the north side of it, like a wall, just a few feet up off the ground to make it less obvious. I take that and just tip it over and snuff the fire out by stomping it.
All right, everyone, come here.
What's going on?
You hear how quiet it is? I noticed. I got a little scared, and on my way back I noticed, if you could look over in that direction, and I'm pointing, you see that moving on the grass? Like a little line.
No,
You're moving
what are you
fast.
talking about?
And
Oh,
I'm like following this.
oh, I see it now.
You see several sort of black shapes moving along the ground, maybe a mile or two away in the distance. There's some gently rolling hills, nothing terribly steep. And you have a little bit of vision there.
They're off like a full mile out. Loremaster,
I'm sorry?
you said we're seeing these things a full mile away.
Yeah, maybe a mile or two away. Very small in the distance, but you can see them moving. It's mostly very clear here, you know, as long as you have a direct line of sight, it's not that hard to see.
They heading towards us.
Make a roll for me. Because they are far away, I will say I'd say it's a scan or take a travel or
I'll take the scan with
or
my
awareness.
I'll take awareness with my nighttime awareness bonus. I don't think I can fail the roll, actually. I didn't get any extra successes, but it is a success.
Okay. Alrighty. They don't appear to be moving directly towards you, but from what you can tell, they are heading probably nearby, close enough that it'll be a problem.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, with the success, you definitely confirm that there's more than 4. I don't think you can make out the specifics of how many, but definitely more than 4.
Are they coming from the same direction that we were expecting the wargs to be?
Probably pretty close, yeah.
Okay, so like based on what we've seen from the direction and the size of the imprint in the grass, safe to assume these are the wargs?
Most likely.
Okay. They're heading towards us. Or at least in this direction.
Oh, that's not good.
What do we do?
Loremaster,
Yes.
would I know how best to deal with wargs?
That would be a battle roll, I think.
Okay. I can do that. Ooh, the 10 of 17. Who knows? Maybe Gandalf will help us. Nope.
Okay, well,
Maybe Sauron will help.
Maybe not. Yeah. Or maybe not.
oopsies.
Rub their bellies. They like that. Not eat your arm.
So here's my answer for you.
That is not Gandalf.
I think what you do know is that based on your current situation, they have a clear advantage. And you probably can't think of anything off the top of your head here that would give you an
Okay.
advantage.
Very well.
It might be panic. I'm not sure, but that is what's going through your head right now.
Understood. Okay. I will honor the roll and not offer anything.
This is not good.
No, how do we move away? Because we need to move away, right? Assuming they saw the fire.
Well,
have to
as soon
hide.
as we start moving. Yeah, that's right. As soon as we start moving. I mean, we're on ponies and we have a...
Oh, I get the sudden feeling that for no reason whatsoever, certainly not brass and trumpets, but that we might be in trouble.
Brace
No.
and trumpets.
No,
Anduin, are you keeping?
they are in.
Are you keeping
they
an
are
eye
in
on
trouble.
things?
Elden Ring boss just...
Oh, I'm watching them, and
Christ.
I'm watching them and waiting for a moment to respond to what she just said when everyone's done laughing.
Holy shit.
They are moving fast. You are
Okay.
not going to have a lot of
When-
time to make a choice.
Oh my god!
Immediately after she says, we're in trouble, Anduin just responds, "No, they are. Come, get in position. We'll not be able to outrun them.
What's position? Where do you want me? What am I doing?
Oh, my
Silence.
short sword.
Calm. Ignite the fire again. Put the meat up. We need to make a strong enough smell to mask our own scent.
I do that.
Put our food back up.
I'm doing exactly what he's saying. Oh, but the food? Are you
Get
sure?
get in the grass and stay low.
Are you? As wargs are coming.
Wargs are coming. What about second breakfast?
Something else that we could be doing.
We can cook the wargs after we've slayed them.
I will
Do they taste
look to
good? 'Cause
Rioth
I'm the
to
judge
see if
there.
he agrees.
I nod.
Yeah,
Wholeheartedly.
okay, fine. I'll put the food back up. I do that.
No, I just meant about the decision to jump them instead.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Oh, well, I took it to mean you meant about the food, so I'm just fine. I put the food up and then I scurry back and I whip out my bow and I try to remain calm.
Sure. Anduin,
You said there's no trees or elevation to use to our advantage here, right?
I'm
there's-
going to have a bite of cheesecake.
There are some boulders around, a few shrubs and hedges and things. But Anduin, I'm just curious, how are you observing the situation? What is your position here?
I am keeping my eyes on the enemy and not doing much myself because I don't want to get distracted. So instead, I'm like giving orders to the hobbits. I'm telling them, put our campsite back up and put the food on display and put yourself out of sight so that when these things get here, they're just going to find a campfire and delicious food. And hopefully, being animals, they will just go for the food and give us an opening attack.
Launton uses the art of disappearing, and you can't see him anymore.
Nice.
He is
I don't.
one.
Longton
with-
uses the art of disappearing.
Lawton realizes he doesn't need to outrun the wargs, he just needs to outrun the rest of the party.
Exactly. I will survive.
I don't know if I answered what you were looking for, Loremaster.
That's good enough. Okay.
Once our campsite looks like a juicy target, I'm just gonna move off into the, off to the sides into the grass with everyone else and wait.
You see in the front of these wargs that have taken on a sort of spear point-like formation, a very large looking rider atop, riding a massive warg with what appears to be sharp spines sticking out of its back. A large orc rides atop it. The orc has a horn at his side and a wicked looking mace in hand.
I'm sorry.
Scarred and hideous, this orc beckons to the warg it rides, halting it in place You see the warg begin to sniff the air. And with a horrific roar, it howls. The orc looks around fervently in a direction, and the warg bounds off and begins to head towards the group. And that is where we will take our break.
Holy sh! We're fighting an orc. So
We're going to be taking a little bit of a break here, folks. If you have not done so, please
you
make
take
sure.
a break. We're gonna be fighting an orc.
We're going to take a few
It's
minutes
going to be fine.
to allow
How
our...
hideous are we talking about?
Poor Whack is trying so hard to fuck
Sorry, I had to for the third. It was a third. I had to for the joke. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm shutting up. Bye.
Please make sure you follow all these wonderful people by heading on over to tablestory.tv/ashes, or you can check out the title of the stream and click on them there and follow them there. A nice little new feature that Twitch has implemented. Go do that. If you want to help support them, follow them and throw money at them. You know, just if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these people. Make sure you're following us here on Table Story, here on Twitch or on YouTube. We also have podcast versions of the shows that we do. You can check out the various pages on our website to get podcast links, or check out the chat channel to find out those podcast links for this show. And come hang out on our Discord, tablestory.tv/Discord, where we talk about all these wonderful different shows that we do, and you can be a part of that. Welcome to our table. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight for more Ashes of Eriador. All right, everybody. We return. You have a few seconds to make some decisions. I'm going to bring you over to this map here. And position yourselves as you believe you are positioned in this situation. And figure out how you are preparing. You have maybe less than a minute to make a decision.
Okay.
They're coming from
Underwind, put me
The
where you
north?
want me. Keep in mind
They're
I'm
coming
using a
from where, the
bow.
north?
Anduin would have seen them come from the northeast.
Northeast.
Sorry, are they supposed to be on this map?
Not yet.
Okay.
I should
Yeah, I
be with Anduin.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
protect the
moving up.
horses.
I'm assuming if they're coming from the northeast, that they are simply going to they're going to show up and they're going to see our food and horses and go nom nom, and probably move this way. So I'm going to position where we can jump them. Also, I know they're not stupid. They might stop before they get to the campfire, so I want to be ready to actually jump them like here.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly
I'm
where the
following
hobbits
Anduin.
position, I don't think Anduin's paying too much attention to it, because I'm assuming they're all going to have bows at first.
No, I'm using my sword, so I'm coming with you.
Not Piper, but the other two. I know
Yeah.
the other two
Oh.
favor their bows,
That's right.
Yeah.
so I'm just kind of like gesture behind me somewhere, like find a spot. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like here is fine. Because we think they're coming from up top right, right?
Yeah, if we've seen them coming from the northeast, this is about as good as we're gonna get.
Okay. What's the
horses-
range on the bow, Loremaster? Like, can I be here in the...
It's
bushes?
pretty... bow ranges are generally a lot shorter than you think they are because of movies. You can maybe get like a 20-foot shot off usually. With a long bow and a lot of strength, it can go a lot farther. But most
Okay.
smaller bows are probably not that far. It's like 20 to 50 feet if you're being really...
So
Good
here
about it.
is not going to work on the map? Like, I don't... so I should be closer? Like here, maybe?
if you're aiming for the location that Anduin talked about, like up there.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will be here.
Okay. Alrighty. The silence is interrupted as you hear, slowly but surely, thunderous padding on the earth. And you begin to hear the sounds of these animals clawing their way towards you, tearing up the ground as they move. Hearing their howls on the air, each of you sort of braces yourself. Your horses and ponies sort of begin to lose their shit. You've tied them up sort of securely near the fire and by some shrubbery. They are still tied, unless you want to mention anything else there before we start here.
I suspect that if we set them free, they will be run down by wargs anyway. We can probably guard them more easily here at the camp.
Alrighty.
All right.
That's
I
just
am
my 2
uneasy
cents
leaving
on it.
My horse tied up, but I understand.
Ultimately, if it's none of them are my horses, so I'll point this out. But if you release your horses or not is up to you.
No. If you don't think it's a good idea, I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Very well.
And I swear to God, that all 3 of them survive, because you can't have bread without butter and jam. You can't have jam without bread.
Well, they're
Butter.
just all going to get eaten, as those 3 things are.
Oh,
I'm
You
gonna
don't
die.
want your horses to get eaten, then stop naming them after food.
What? Maybe Gandalf should be eating butter. What the hell is happening?
Harsh guttural language bombards you as you see these beasts now come into sight. They make their way over just a small hill in range now. You see horrific looking creatures begin to pad over the ground quickly, sure-footedly. You see 5 wargs with massive looking humanoid figures, orcs with green skin, gray skin. Several of them have what appears to be metal embedded in their skin,
Holy
iron
shit.
and rusty. They trample the earth. They are making a beeline for what appears to be the horses. You can see the horses straining at their lines.
This was exactly the plan, and I'm not going to hesitate. I'm just going to hop up on this rock and just jump on the closest one from above and ambush him straight up.
You have awareness rolls to make, each of you.
Okay.
And, hang on. I'll bring this up real quick.
Song, what the hell is happening?
Okay. Oops. Yes, each of you please make an awareness roll.
Oh,
Do we get anything for being prepared or no?
Yes, you do. I'm not
What
going
should we
to
do?
Is it
just
favored?
make a regular roll for now.
Okay.
I've rolled so many 11s today. This is insane.
Help me. Somebody.
Okay. So we start with Rioth, who got a Sauron rune, a failure. Launton has a failure. Piper, you have an extra success. And a Gandalf rune. Anduin, you have an extra success. And Toddles has a failure. How would you like to spend your extra successes here?
I'm kind of torn because I'm not sure what I'm rolling for, so I don't know how to spend it.
The start of the battle.
I would like to
Sauron
negate
move.
failures if possible, so I would
I
like
would-
to negate.
Reals and Toddles
Reals.
are the two
Yeah.
that should be.
Everybody that has rolled a
Rules.
success will be able to get a surprise round, essentially.
Okay,
Sick.
I will negate Rio's failure by smacking him on the shoulder like it's go time and running up the rock so he knows to be ready.
Aye.
I will negate Toddle's failure by giving her a look and go, yeah, we're going now.
Holy shit. This is the most terrifying thing ever. But okay, I'm ready.
London can't see anything yet from his position.
His art of disappearing was so good that he lost himself. He's just in the ground. Where am I?
Alrighty. So, depending on how you want to do this, you can use ranged weapons here, or you can get right into the heat of things and attack with a melee weapon.
Can I go first?
Up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm going first.
Did
I
you,
think the
did you,
ranged
you
attacks-
had a failure negated?
Yep.
Okay.
Piper negated mine.
Okay. And Anduin
Yeah, that's
negated
right.
Rio, so Lanton
Rio's
is just
right. Yep.
freaking out behind a rock.
Well, he's too
I am
far, so he
twiddling
said
my
he couldn't
thumbs. I'm
see.
like, are
Yeah.
they here? Are they here?
He
Are
couldn't
they
see
here?
anything yet.
Okay.
Okay, so I will use my bow. How do I mark it favored though?
Oh,
Top.
do you...
Conditions and modifiers on the top. There's a button to press.
Oh. Wait, what?
Oh, on the left. On the left,
Oh,
near the
okay.
top.
I see. All right. Oh, I didn't realize that whole thing was for combat. That's for combat, is it?
It's for anything.
Oh. Oh, so I just click that and then go
Yep.
favor. Okay, all right.
Right.
Cool. All right. And I'm just rolling my bow, right?
Yeah, and then this
Alright.
will be considered the rearward stance to start.
Yep.
This is the opening volley, yes?
the
Target's
opening
parry.
volley.
Do I need to click on it?
Target's parry. You need to click on whichever target you are aiming at.
Okay. I don't know if this is working, but yeah, I'm gonna say that one.
Did you?
All right, here we go.
Okay. Did you click on the bullseye when you did it?
Which bullseye?
The
Next to the
target's
weapon.
icon.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just have to mark it favored
Oh.
first and then do that.
Perfect.
Are the Worgen Rider on
Holy
the...
shit!
Oh
Get
my!
fucked. Sorry.
Nice. Are the Worgen Rider like two separate targets on the map? You have to know which one to click on?
No, they are one target on the map.
Okay, so are we fighting... Just, sorry, to understand, are we fighting 10 or 5 targets here? Do the Worgen Rider just count as one unit?
For now, 5 targets.
Okay.
Okay, for now. Great, wonderful.
Okay.
All right.
Toddles,
Boom.
which one were you attacking?
The first one, right up front. The first one I see.
Okay. Piercing
A
blow.
big one.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Okay, piercing blow. Let me just double check on this.
Says with the injury, is that 14? I don't know. I'm gonna let you handle it.
An
I'm sure-
injury ratings of 14. Yeah, they have to beat a 14.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a lot of dice.
that is a Gandalf rune.
That's
Oh,
good for
Bad
us.
for them.
That's good for us because it
That's
says the
good.
roll produces a piercing blow on the result of a Gandalf rune, but it's already a piercing blow, right? Or is
It
that for
is-
me?
It is.
He's rolling an armor test.
I'm rolling an armor test to see if they avoid a wound. And you
Ooh.
have, in fact, given this warg and rider a wound.
Nice.
Yeah, baby, that's my goal.
Toddles, explain
Nice
how
shot.
this happens.
Well, I think I'm a little terrified, probably about this. These are orcs, you know. This is terrifying. But then I think about my adorable pony, and I look over, and I'm like, and I take a deep breath in, you know, like may the force be with me, and I just shoot my bow that way. Just like you just see her take a deep breath in, and then let it loose. Madness.
The orc in the lead with the large mace yells, sort of rears back as the riders, you can see them start to like spread out, and the lead warg rider rushes forward as you spring up and fire the bow. I think, Anduin, as you're ready to like leap out, you see the bow fire, and maybe you're just like a little shocked, like that you weren't the first to go, maybe, like in this situation. You see someone else fire the bow first, and you look and you see Toddles firing the bow. The arrow launches, and you see it land probably like somewhere in the ribs of the large warg. You caught it maybe as it was like taking in a breath or something, Toddles. There's like, this thing's huge. Like, there's no way normally you would be able to have an arrow penetrate this thing's hide, you know, unless you got really lucky, and you did. It went deep. You see the arrow sort of bury itself several inches into the warg, and you hear this sort of howl from this creature as it bellows in pain from the attack. Okay, who is next?
Opening volley,
Can I move as well? Sorry, can I move as well?
You can definitely move, yes.
Okay, yeah, I want to back the fuck up. Sorry.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Who is next?
I throw my spear at the same one, the big one. From up the rock, next to Darwin.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my
buddy.
god.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay,
Turns
another.
out what Anduin was saying about they're in trouble is true so far.
Wow, another piercing blow. Okay, let's see. This is a.
Oh.
This is a 16 that they have to beat. Another Gandalf rune, I shit you not. I rolled 2 12s in a row.
That's insane!
Or no, wait, that's not a Gandalf rune. 12 is a good number. I fucked up. I'm gonna leave it, Toddles, because I screwed up. But a 12 is not a Gandalf rune. 10 is a Gandalf rune.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, is it?
Well,
it?
I mean, you just said
12
it just
is.
now.
12 is.
No,
12 is. 12 is.
12
You're right.
is.
You got
No,
it.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. It's gonna use some special bullshit then,
Oh.
because this is a.
to avoid dying instantly.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly what is happening.
Wow.
Because it was going to die. And I had to give some named guys some special bullshit just in case. Yeah, you're gonna activate some special bullshit right there.
Oh, is this the leader?
Yeah.
This does
Big warg.
appear to be the leader. Yes, it is a much larger warg and a
yeah.
I
much
can't
larger
imagine
orc.
how great the rest of them are feeling right now.
Yeah,
Their
not
leader's
great.
about to get fucking taken down.
Not great. Yes. So, you throw the spear, Rioth. It will still do the
Right.
damage. But it, as you throw the spear, it sort of like looks down at the arrow that just hit it, and then looks like your way as the spear is almost at the warg. You see the rider bat the spear out of the air with this massive mace and just. It screams at you, and it has
Like to see
noticed
it
your
too.
presence.
Right. Which one is the leader? Is it the one closest to me, or is it the one
No,
taking
it's-
point?
It's the one taking point.
That's the one we shot. Yeah.
Okay. I think I was originally going to hit the one closest to me, but seeing our projectiles hitting the leader, I just divert and I just bomb rush this thing full bull charge at it with the spear, just run at it.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm foregoing an opening volley and just going straight into forward stance, rushing it with a spear.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a bonus die when we come up to the close combat
Turn
stuff.
order.
Yeah. How's that?
Okay. For what?
Instead of, because you didn't do like a volley, I'm gonna give you a bonus die as soon as we start close combat.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just because of the way that you had a surprise round. I want to give you
Opening volley is
something.
a different mechanic to combat.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do I roll this like a normal attack roll then?
Not yet. We're still gonna do the opening volleys for anybody else that had to go. I think Piper.
Gotcha.
I think Piper.
Yeah,
had,
that's
and that was
right.
it.
The only problem is, can I do an opening volley with a short sword, or is it only for ranged weapons?
Only
for
ranged weapons, or you can do the same thing that Anduin did.
I'm gonna do what?
Well, to be clear, I thought I was making an attack. I might not have made the same decision, but I'm already committed.
Okay, I'll just wait
normally
until I can
combat-
attack with my sword.
Sorry. Normally combat starts with the volleys, but you guys had effectively a surprise round. You get free volleys. They do not get volleys. But I wanted to give you something for charging forward, Anduin, so that's why I'm doing that.
Okay.
So if Piper charges forward as well in the next round, she'll get an extra die to roll?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. So now we are moving into combat stances. You all go first. Please choose your stances accordingly. Just to be clear, let's voice those stances. Who is in forward stance?
I shall be in forward to start the fight.
Okay. And who
I'm
is
also going to be in forward.
Excellent. And just to clarify for our viewers, forward allows you to seek to exploit any opportunity to attack, the point of exposing yourself to the retaliation of your enemies. Your attack rolls gain a die. You gain a success die, but any rolls against you that are aimed at you also gain a die. So
Oh, you know what? No, I'll start as defensive. My apologies. I'm
Okay.
stupid.
Okay, no problem. So
I'm
I'm also
rearward.
stupid, so I'm staying forward. Sorry.
okay, you're staying forward, Piper. Okay.
I am not stupid, and I'm rearward.
Okay.
I'm rearward as well.
Okay. Anduin, your open stance?
Nah, I'm forward.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Open stance. You fight without sparing yourself, but giving proper attention to your enemy's actions. You get no advantage or disadvantage. You can use the combat task Rally Comrades. That is a possibility. In defensive stance, we have Rioth. You fight conservatively, trying to protect yourself or others and holding your ground. All close combat attacks aimed at you lose one die. Your attack rolls lose a die for each opponent that is engaging you. The rearward stance is staying away from the fight effectively, and you can attack your adversaries using only ranged weapons, and you can only be targeted by attackers using similar weapons. Okay, so Lanton and I think Toddles as well both have special bullshit that they have picked up, virtues that allow them to basically ignore how many enemies there are and stay in rearward stance.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let's begin. Forward stance, I think, to start things off, unless anybody wants to do anything special.
Nope.
Do ranged attacks go first, or do we swing first?
No, you can swing first.
Okay. I already rushed this guy. I'm going to see it through. And take a stab with the spear. Spear. On
Sorry,
that
I
guy.
just saw the gift chef peanut butter of Anduin looking at Toddles after the arrow, and I'm like,
I saw a piercing blow, and I thought he did another piercing blow. Like I was like, oh, what the fuck?
There's still time. I'll put a point of hope into this opening hit,
Okay.
too. I want to make sure this guy feels it.
You have my bonus as well.
Right.
My
so,
bonus.
Ooh.
A great success even on Sauron.
Yeah. Okay.
That was
So,
needed.
we kind of decided if the Sauron rune happens, it means that it's a 0. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is a success, right?
Yes.
believe that's
so
correct.
Sauron means that the feat die is nil, but
Yeah.
the success die can still make you succeed.
Right. So you, so you have rolled enough success die with 6 success die being rolled, and you've gotten
Crazy.
yourself an extra success. How would you like to spend it?
Does extra success let you turn it into a piercing blow?
Potentially, not in his case.
Oh, okay.
Correct. If I rolled a little bit better on the feet die and it were close enough to a piercing blow, I could kind of tip it over the edge. But from a
see, okay.
Sauron, not a chance.
Not
So
a-
instead, it's a heavy blow.
Okay. And on a heavy blow, you basically get to deal extra damage, which will be for
great.
a two-handed weapon. You get to add your strength rating plus 1. So normal
Correct.
damage plus your strength rating plus 1. So 5.
Right.
What's your strength rating?
It's 7 plus 1 is 8, and
Okay.
5 would make 13 total.
13 damage. You leap forward from the rocks as you see this massive orc turn towards you, almost the same size as you, riding on the back of this massive warg. It turns towards you with its mace, but you're able to stab into probably like catching the leg of this orc, and you see like a large furrow of blood, and you hear the orc sort of yell out, looking at you. Getting a closer look at this guy, ugly. This guy is ugly, man. You see these basically like half his jaw is kind of like rusted iron, and you see spikes drilled like into his cheek, probably to keep this section of the jaw on, and there's like one massive iron tooth that's like sticking up out of the mouth that just looks horrific. Like if this guy was to bite you, it's almost as bad as the warg biting you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anduin has gone. Who's next?
That would be me.
All right, Piper.
Yes, I'm gonna rush this warg as well. The same one that Anduin, all of us have been attacking the leader.
Yep.
Aye.
And I'm going to try and do some good damage with Apple. Okay. Oh god.
Okay.
Yeah, there was the extra die that she was supposed to roll as well, right? Or
Did you add your bonus die?
I did not. I
Okay.
did not.
Roll another d6. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it would do anything. I rolled so badly.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Piper, as you rush
Yeah.
forward, you see these wargs are way bigger than they're like the size, like bigger
Yeah.
than the horses, you know, and
Yeah.
just sort of trampling all around. Dirt is getting thrown into the air as you're rushing forward. It's even more hectic than the fight with the water worm. There's
Yeah.
more dirt and horrible smells flying all around. You hear the grunting and clattering of weapons as these creatures are rushing towards you. You might catch a glimpse of one of them like heading right for you, and it just kind of stops you in your tracks.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, who's next?
That would be me, I believe, in defensive stance.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you engaged with the one that you were close to?
I shall, yes.
Okay.
I look at those two and they're already at it, and I go, I call that! And then I'm going to turn to this one in front of me, and I'm going to yell, Paru Kazad! Kazad Aimanu! And jump off the rock. And because I've screamed that thing, the attack is now favored, which means that it's as if I'm in forward stance as I now use a long-hafted axe. Oh, I'm going to use a point of hope in this as well. No, in fact, nope, no, I'm not. I'm going to just jump in without hope. And
Jump in with no hope and
No hope whatsoever.
I don't know. I think there's cause for little hope. We're doing well.
okay, and that's a great success.
nice.
Excellent. Okay. Now, with a long hafted axe, you got a 9 on your feet die. How would you like to spend your extra success?
A heavy blow.
Okay.
Oh, also, I have a keen weapon, which means that my long hafted axe actually does deal piercing damage on a 9.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. How do you think that's displayed on the axe? Did it change somehow?
I think after the last fight that we had with the trolls, it's kind of gnarled, and I think that as I've tried to work out the kinks on the blade, it's developed a bit of a beard towards the bottom of it. So even though it's long hafted, it still has a biting point just at the bottom of the beard.
Like a spike on the bottom, basically, yeah. And you sort of bring it down towards the warg. All right, awesome. I need to make an armor check for this guy. Okay, and this is not the leader.
Not the leader.
And what's your injury rating on that weapon? 16?
The injury rating on this weapon is a 20.
What?
Yes.
Holy
Axes are no
crap!
joke.
Oh, I don't even know if it's possible to beat that. I have to get a Sauron rune.
It turns out that taking a massive axe to the head is. Well, never mind.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That was the only way to beat it.
I guess
okay.
we'll just see ourselves out.
All right. Well,
Okay. So
It's
you
incredible.
bring the axe down. It still does the damage, which is not inconsequential. You deal damage, but maybe you're expecting to break its neck or something as you bring the weapon down, and instead you catch. There's smaller spines. This thing is not nearly as intimidating looking as the big one, but it still has these weird spines that. Are these iron? Have they stuck iron hafts into these creatures? These horrific, vile creatures have essentially speared these wargs to make them more horrible? You don't know, but it has managed to deflect the blow. And
okay. I still have used heavy blow with my success, so that's, I believe, an 8 to the endurance. On top of all that other damage.
Okay. You have left a pretty nasty looking wound there.
Okay. And because it was Baruch Khazad, that also means that I'd make an awe roll on this creature as well, which I'm going to spend the hope on.
Excellent.
And let us see what that does. A great success.
Ooh, how would you like to spend it?
So the great success means with this roll in particular, the great success means that give me 1 second to find it. I just had it here a second ago. Where did it go? I don't know. It means that let me just find it so I can read it out to you out loud. Combat actions. I'm looking at it. It's just up here. Intimidate foe. Okay, so on an extra success, then, so on a successful roll, the enemy's morale has been shaken and all opponents with Might 1 are made weary on their next attack roll. If the roll produces a single success icon, then all adversaries with Might 2 suffer the penalty. So all enemies around me witness this, and if they have Might 2 or lower, then they all are now weary on the next attack roll.
You have affected all of them.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Very well done.
Longton, you want to go first? I'm not sure who's going to live up to what just happened, but
I think that within the theme of everything, you go again.
All right.
And then I'll go right after.
Okay, but I can't go yet because the music has died down, and that means I'm going to fail my roll.
Yeah.
I'll just wait for it to. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Same fella. Oh, failure.
Oof.
Okay.
Well, it's about time.
All right. The bow sails past. Maybe you're worried about hitting Piper, and you're just being a little bit more careful as you are trying to attack that creature. And the shot goes a little wide. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Haunted.
Okay. Using a point of hope, I will step out from my void that I exist in, and I'm
That's me every morning.
I'm going to try and take careful aim at this one right there, at the front one. All the damage has gone to him. Gonna breathe in, breathe out, and loose the arrow, and get 2 6s on that.
Ooh, 2 6s, but ooh.
But you
Dang,
rolled a
the
2
feet
on the
die-
feet die.
The feet die let you down, brother. Oh, you would have had him real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Unfortunately, the shot goes wide. Who are you aiming at?
The front one.
Yeah. It goes wide. I think it actually hits one of the spines, and you just see like the shots sort of scatter off. The warg sort of like looking around a bit wildly, looking to engage this small hobbit that is next to it. But maybe it catches you out of the corner of its eye. You see its large, disgusting, like yellowish eyes and darting pupil move around that vertical slit, sort of trying to find you.
All right. Well, that's definitely my turn.
Okay. It is a very good thing that you made them weary. I will say that right now. That is good, because this is the rough part. Okay.
Here comes the clapback.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is the rough part. Okay. They are now weary. All right. Let's see. The little guys are going first, I guess, because I just put them that way in the turn order. So that's the way that it's gonna go. Okay. Okay, I can do that for that. Okay, right now we've got Anduin, Piper, Rios in close combat stance. Gonna use...
I am in defensive.
Yes.
Oh, you mean close? Sorry.
Yes, you are in close combat stance.
Aye.
I'm going to use some of their special bullshit. As you see this warg basically back here, and you know the positions on the map are just kind of rough approximations to get where they are. This one has enough space to rush through Rioth, Anduin, and Piper to make attacks on each of you.
Wow.
It will use its charge ability.
It attacks all 3 of us in one turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It still makes rolls for each of you, however. Okay. First one will be versus Rioth. I have marked them as weary.
Okay. Old. Okay. Just making sure I marked as defensive. I am. Okay. Give me your best shot.
Weary failure. With the spear, this warg rider charges forward. You sort of like couching a lance almost with a spear, sort of rushing towards you. But Rioth, your head is on a swivel as you're engaged with this other warg rider. You use maybe part of your armor to deflect the attack, and you just hear this horrible scraping of metal on metal as it scrapes past you and misses. Then it heads towards you, Anduin. And why is this doing it with a 1? This should be 0, I think. This is a 0. It's -1 for weary. And you've got a +1 because you're in forward stance. So this should just be flat. Ooh. Shit. Okay,
Wow.
potential piercing blow here, Anduin. Gotta make an armor check.
Dang. Okay. Well. Mathing in my head. I have to use a point of hope for this.
I'm throwing you a hope.
I will also give you one.
Oh,
Oh, we can only do one.
I don't know if they can stack. I don't know if anyone has me as their fellowship focus, but that would make it count twice, I believe.
That is
No, I
correct, but
don't.
you can only have one. You can only put forth one hope, I think. Oh, actually, you know what? Didn't we decide? I think
I
2
thought
sessions
we
ago
could-
we
yeah.
did. I think I'm okay with you guys stacking hope if you want to do that.
Yeah,
because it's
I'll
just gonna
give you
burn
one.
faster.
Yeah.
Okay, I will happily accept both.
Oh!
Okay.
All right, there it goes.
Great success. Now, there is no predefined success situation here for an armor check.
Correct, yeah, I know. I just take the damage instead.
Yes. So what I'm going to say is you're going to take 1 less damage. So you're going to
Okay.
take 2 damage instead of 3. That's how we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. And I think you're just really not aware of this warg because the fact that you're attacking the leader here, right? And it just sort of the spear hits you maybe like in the side or like on your back or something, scrapes a wound as it goes past. You groan in pain as it now heads for Piper. Good luck,
Okay.
Piper.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. That's
It's
bad.
the lull in the song. Wait, yours is bad. Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, this is
oh,
bad,
no.
Piper. So this will also be a piercing blow. And this is 2 successes. So
Who's spending hope on Piper?
I will.
this is piercing blow
we-
and a
we?
mighty blow.
Oh. A mighty blow.
Is Mighty Blow the same as Heavy?
Heavy, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, I'm.
God. What
I'm
do I
throwing-
have to? Yeah.
You're gonna make an armor check.
Is it the big diamond that says protection on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but I'll give you hope, by the way.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and you should use
Okay.
one of your own as well, Piper.
Yeah, so the way that we'll do the stacking hope is any one person can add 1. So like if it's
Yep.
2 different people, you can add 1 each.
Yep.
That we'll do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. When I click, sorry, I just want to get this right. When I click it, it brings up an input value and it says injury rating.
Yes, the injury rating on
As
this would be a
opposed to hope.
15.
Right. So I'm putting in the injury rating and then we add the hope afterwards to
Yeah,
figure
the bonus
out.
when it's
Okay.
bonus dice comes up, that number is the hope.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. So how many hope are we?
2.
Are you guys giving me 2 total? Yeah. Okay.
So if you're giving yourself one, that'd be.
You'd have
Can I give
3
myself
total.
1?
Yeah.
3 total. Okay. I'm giving myself 1 for sure.
Oh.
Ooh,
More than doubled.
Bro.
Yep.
it's fine.
I suppose you didn't need that hope after all, but it was good it was used.
Okay.
Worth using.
You're gonna take 1 damage away from this, which is good. Okay. Because this was going to be 7 damage.
Okay.
And now it's 6.
You know, because she is both their focuses, does that mean that she gets 2 dice each from them, not just 1?
She
Yes.
is my focus.
Yes. So you would have gotten 1 extra die. You can roll another d6.
Not that it matters too much, but
I can roll another d6. Okay.
aye.
Doesn't she get another 2d6 because she's Lawton's focus too?
Lawton, is she? Do you have a focus
Is
on?
Is she your focus?
I don't think he does.
I'm the only
No, I
one
think
with
it's
that.
just you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you're
just
the
me.
only one that has the, yeah.
6.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
so instead of 7, you take 5 damage then.
Can you? This is the first time I've taken damage. Is it in
Endurance,
the? Is it
green.
endurance? Okay,
In the green, you can just click on
Okay.
your token and do
I can just
minus.
click on my-
Yeah, do
okay.
minus 5 in the green.
-5. Okay. Wow, that is the most insane thing.
Okay.
Casually
Hope they don't
rolling a
hit me
30
again.
plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was this one over here. I'm just gonna change. I'm gonna put a color on all these things just to make it easy.
Whack, I don't know if this is intended or not, but I can see Toddle's health and my own, but not the other 3.
Oh right,
same.
you know what it was. I had meant to do that for you all in this game. It's a little bit different than other games, so I figured I'd add that for you. Sorry, let me do that.
It seems as if the values are static though, because I don't have 6 hope.
Shows as 5 for me on the screen right now.
Okay, how much endurance does it show?
31.
Okay.
Yeah, the hope I won't keep visible, but I will do the endurance for you all.
Okay.
Just to save us going, how dead do you look?
I have 4 hope left. So next time we get to that
Yep.
rest, if we live, I would like just 1 or 2.
This is kind of why I don't mind letting you guys. It's like, oh yeah, we get to use her for the fight, and then you're like, oh god, what now?
Yeah.
I've had 9 for like I don't even know how long now.
Okay, blue has
Yeah.
gone. Okay, next we're gonna have pink go. And the way that I'm doing this, just so you know, mechanically, chat, is the group here has a pool of special bullshit that they can use. They could technically each have it, but I think just for fun's sake, I'm just giving the whole group a pool that they get to spend of special abilities and things. And that is what I'm working off of. So that charge was considered like a special fell ability. And we're going to see another one, but a different one this time. As you see this pink one use a great leap ability to head towards you, Toddles.
Does he have a ranged weapon?
No, but this is special bullshit that he gets to
Okay.
spend.
All right.
Spend a hate to attack any player hero in any combat stance, including rearward.
Okay, but they still get a or a negative, right, towards it?
There's no negative. They just attack normally.
Oh, I thought rearward means you get 1 less die. Okay, all right, that works. Oh, that's defensive. Got it. I'm learning.
This will be with the fangs of this warg. It's rushing you. And you
boy.
see the warg is sort of chomping at the bit. Maybe it caught eye of you as you like stood up to fire the bow. And it just kind of sees like something, hey, I might be able to eat that thing whole. As it rushes towards you, fangs bared. It's chomping at the bit and pounding the ground, rushing towards you. That is a weary failure. Again, weary coming in clutch. It was so
Yeah.
good,
Thank
Rio.
you,
So
thank you,
good, Rio.
Thank you, thank you.
Toddles, you get out of the way of this creature. How do you imagine this happening? It's like stomping towards you. This thing is as big. It's bigger than your pony.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight out of fucking Lord of the Rings, I like ducked down and through its legs absolutely just like, what? Like, it's gonna eat me.
Dirt is flying all over the air all around you. You see just like rocks clattering and smashing all around you, just barely getting by this thing. Its hair underneath its arms and chest sort of like brushing in thick, like bristly sort of hair scrapes you as you tumble underneath. Okay. The yellow one now will, I think, probably engage with Anduin, I think. It's gonna rush towards you, Anduin, and we're gonna see it try and attack you with the Warg Rider on the back. Will it try and attack you with its spear? Another weary failure. The Warg Rider tries to attack, and you see it coming this time, Anduin. Maybe as your back was injured by the other Warg Rider, you're more on a swivel now. You managed to avoid the attack. Okay, green is currently engaged with Rioth, and it will still try to attack you, Rioth. Okay, so I'm just gonna mark you guys real quick just so I can keep track of who's engaged with whom.
Oh.
Okay, that is correct. Okay. Green will now attack you, Rioth.
You can try.
Yeah, it's not very likely being in defensive stance. Okay, the warg will try and bite you with its fangs.
Nope.
That is a fail, a weary failure of a 6, and that is it for the normal warg's turn. The leader.
All right, here comes Daddy.
This great big warg starts to circle around. You see this, injury, bleeding this like dark red ichor, leaving droplets on the ground. It's still focused on battle. Horrific stench of drool is pouring forth from its mouth. It's turning its gaze, and massive fangs towards both you, Anduin, and Piper, as you see this large mace up in the air. The massive orc will take on you, Anduin. Okay. And this is going to be weary, so -1 die. So that's that. And then you are in forward stance, so this is 0. I need another die. Yes, that's bad. Oh, that's a Sauron rune and a lot of 6s. Oh my god. I shit you not. I shit you not.
You and your Sauron runes.
Sauron rune and 3 6s.
Ow.
Was that with the weary?
That is with the weary, yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Weary only affects things that are lower than 3.
Yep.
They don't count.
Okay, that's bad, man. That's real bad. Okay, this big ass mace is going to deal a heavy blow here. And this is gonna hurt real bad. This is for 10 damage.
God.
You hear this meaty thunk as Anduin is clocked by this mace. Maybe you try to block it, Anduin, and it's just like you're not even blocking it. You're knocked backwards as this swung mace is turned in the air by this orc and brought into probably your side as you try to brace for it. Lifts you up like off of your feet for a second. As the warg starts to, like, moves with the rider, moving in unison. You hear this orc bellow. Zog! The other orcs on the riders all bellow, Zog! And
My token on the map is not updating, but I did update the health.
I see it updating.
Yeah, mine's not either.
I see it updating on the chat window and on my screen. I've got two different ones. And they're both
I see your
updating.
damage.
Okay.
Myself too.
Okay.
I hate
shit.
to interject, but I did realize something that I fucked up. So I was trying to do all of the updating stuff for my sheet at the beginning of the show, and I had picked the small folk, specifically knowing I could do the bow, and I meant to put adventure points into bow, and I didn't. So
You can fix it.
I was
I'm not...
You don't mind? I don't want to cause bullshit. I mean, I'll still take the failure from before of my bow shot.
This is
We might
honor,
die.
honor stating.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Yeah, honor system.
that's fine. I will deduct the
Speaking
points
of which, I'm
proper.
taking a screenshot of the dice.
Yes, please. I would love to see it.
'Cause I
A
was
screenshot? Did you?
Not, all
A
right.
photo?
Photo, sorry. I'm also nervous.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, we're gonna die!
We're gonna die.
You remember how I told you that there's
Don't
like
go
a
outside.
no?
Don't
You remember
go
how
anywhere
I
ever.
no? You remember how I told you there's an eye awareness thing in this mechanic in this game?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where this comes from.
Yep.
Oh no. Does it reset after we get fucked up? Because that'd be nice.
I'm not gonna mention anything.
Yeah, that's
Is
fair.
he who is not to be named just like walk out of the grass now? Hey guys, I'm back.
Voldemort?
Voldemort.
What are you doing here? He's like, oh, wrong franchise. Sorry.
Vader, let's go.
Vader, yeah.
Okay. All right. It is your guys' turn.
Me.
Okay.
You run away.
Can I go first?
Sorry.
You can. It's up to you guys.
The rest of you, do you mind?
Yes.
I'm good,
no,
yeah.
go ahead. Please do.
All right.
By all means, I just got hit. I did. That thing has a license plate number.
Catch it.
So the one that's like the leader. Do we know if there are mechanics if we take down the leader?
You
don't know.
don't. I'll tell you what. Make a battle roll for me.
I'm not good at that at all, but I'll
That's-
try.
Can
Where
one
is
of
that?
us do it for her? Can we just do, the person with the highest
Yes,
battle roll?
absolutely.
Does
Yeah.
the battle roll?
So who
Okay,
wants to
great.
roll that?
I've got a 2 in battle.
I've got the 2 as well, so I suppose it's up
I
to
also
you.
have a 2.
Well then,
What about
Whoever
Andrew?
has-
do it yourself.
Anduin doesn't have any points in battle.
I don't have any.
Ironically.
points in-
Oh.
No.
All right.
So
I read the
whoever does
description,
roll.
and it was about leading people, and Anduin's not.
Jeez. All right.
Commander.
Anduin, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
All right. So that's you, Piper.
Okay. Great success.
Nice.
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 Okay. It will definitely have an effect.
I shoot the motherfucker. I shoot the guy right in the. Yeah, I shoot that guy. I shoot that one. That one. And I'll use some hope for it too.
The particular individual who happens to have a mother, I shoot
Right,
him.
that one.
Okay.
No!
That is a piercing blow. Okay, they have
Nice.
to make an armor check.
Whew.
Now, weariness doesn't affect that, right? Armor or anything else like
It's
that?
also gone now.
Oh, we're in the new
Oh,
thing.
no.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Thank you.
Not a good roll. Holy shit, I rolled 4 1s. This is some payback. I rolled on the feet die a 1, and on the 3d6s I rolled once. I can't believe these rolls. I cannot believe them.
Take another screenshot.
I am. I'm making screenshots. I'm taking photos of everything.
Seeing that 11 and those 3 6s right together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meyer, I was looking at that actually earlier.
Okay. Piercing blow is a success. How do you kill him, Toddles?
Yes! I don't know if it's like very exciting. Oh yes, it is. It is for me anyway. So I think didn't Anduin just got run over, right?
Pretty much, yes. There was
Yeah.
Bopped really good.
loud crunch.
By this guy or by a different one?
By the
this
captain.
guy. Right,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I
the
thought.
leader.
So I think my cheeks get fiery hot. This is like,
what
this is
now?
family. You know, we've all said that we're family together, and I see him get, smacked around, and I just take another deep breath in and let it, and like aim right for his eye and let it go. Shot right through the head, and he probably falls on Anduin.
Nope.
But not damaging him or hurting him in any way, but just like going in for a big hug and then he's dead.
Oh, if he falls towards me, he's just getting caught by the throat.
The massive,
And then I thumbs up Anduin.
the massive orc sort of falls to the ground as
my gosh.
Anduin continues to like throw him. Anduin sort of like there's like a wheeze, that's from your breathing right now, Anduin, as you've had the wind knocked out of you from that attack, and then to see the arrow from little old Toddles come sailing in from the side.
I didn't get to eat dinner.
Which I think is the
That
episode
was just
title.
me talking.
I didn't get to eat dinner.
Because so many of our friend group is on intermittent fasting. I
need tea really bad right
You see the
We
massive.
suffer together.
You see the massive orc known as Zog the Cruel fall to the ground, and the warg sort of falls with him. The weight of the orc bringing the warg with him to the ground, and the feet sort of fall out from under the warg, sort of scrabbling, throwing dirt probably like all over towards you, Toddles, as it falls to the ground. Then I need to make a roll, which is not going to be great. That is a fail
Oh.
by 1.
I don't know if that's a
As-
bad
So
fail,
that's
in a way.
good.
You
though,
see
right?
all of the other warg riders basically yell in fear as they begin to turn and run.
Wow.
I would like to go.
Did I
next.
do that?
I would like to go next.
Yeah.
As I see them turning, I saw one of them try and bite Tottles, and I'm pissed off, so I get on top of the rock. I scrapple up with all my little mighty fury, and I'm burning another hope out of anger, and I'm going to focus my bow on the back of the head
Rage
That's-
hope.
of that pink. Yeah, it is. That
I
pink
think
one
it's
there.
called hate.
It's angry for sure.
You spend a point of hate.
It's hate
And
for
I
the
just-
enemies.
I just want it to go right through the back of its skull, because how dare... Oh, no! Come on!
There's an arrow fired in your general direction, Toddles.
I rolled
That was
the
a
wrong
short
thing.
spear.
I rolled spear. That's why. Sorry. They're right next to each other. I have a flash, and it doesn't happen the way I think it is. And then I open my eyes. I fire again. Boom.
That's a great success. How would you like to spend it? I don't think
Oh,
there's-
piercing. Yeah.
You
I wanted
can't do piercing, I think.
With a bow, you can't do piercing. Oh.
Well, you need to get a 7 or an 8, I think, on your feet die to get it.
7 or an 8 on your feet.
Don't you
Is it-
have?
Well,
If you spend a great success, you're just increasing your feat die a little bit, but it needs to increase to 10, and your great success is only increasing it by 2. So you'd go from 3 to 5. A 5 still isn't a piercing blow.
I see.
Okay, so what are my options here at this point as I try to shoot this thing, since I can't pierce it?
You can do a heavy blow.
Sure, yeah, I'll do a heavy blow.
I'm looking at the special damage page, and bows can do piercing if you...
They absolutely can.
Okay.
The problem is, he has to still add onto the feat die.
Yep.
Oh, I see. I see it now. Sorry.
So I took it close, but not close enough, and that's fine.
So instead of 3, you can add your strength rating to this +1 because bows are a two-handed weapon.
My strength rating, I don't think is very good, is it? It's 2. So it'd be 3, so it'd be 6. It'd be 6 damage.
6 damage. Still damage enough. As the Warg Riders are turning to run, Lonton's arrow sails from a great distance and sticks it in flank.
Get away! Yeah, so I'm like, get away from my friend!
Piper, Rioth, Anduin, who's going next?
I would like to swap to a forward stance since they are now turning around, and I'm going to attack.
We see Rioth sort of like charge forward, faster than you'd expect, as the wargs are still trying to like get their bearing and find an exit path. They're sort of turning. Rioth charges up. What do you do?
Swing down, and that's just going to be a regular success.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Goes my dice.
With the long-hafted axe, it still hurts pretty bad. Which one are you aiming at?
The green one.
How do you kill it?
Oh, so it's turned around. I'm going to... These creatures, they're not correct. They're foul. Their skin looks like they're made of rubber. They're barely held together. I'm going to swing the long-hafted axe down to the... in between his shoulder blades, and as it does, it's going to part him, not in half, but almost. And then he's just going to slump down.
All right. You hear this horrible moan as this creature falls to the ground.
Briefly replacing his spine.
The dirt sort of flung up by it as it like kicks once or twice and then goes still.
I am already engaged with the yellow one, but I think hearing a scuffle behind me and hearing Lonton saying, get away from her, is going to direct my attention to the pink one instead. And if the yellow one's already turning to leave, I assume I'm free to just walk away from it then.
Yes.
Yeah, I just turn around and go for this one instead. Do not touch my hobbits.
I'm not gonna cry.
That is an extraordinary success. A piercing blow with 2 extra successes. How would you like to spend them?
Well, it's already a piercing blow. I will make it a double heavy on top of that.
Oh.
So 8, 16.
How do you kill it?
21 damage behind a piercing blow. I am going to, with a roll like that, I'm going to jump off of this rock so I can get hang time above the thing, and I want to spear the rider into his mount, like pin them together, and then into the ground. So it's just become a spike into the ground with both of them lined up on it.
You see the orc's head like turn towards you, like as it's dying, and it looks you in the eye, and you see genuine terror in its eyes. All right.
And then just take 1 second to ascertain that Toddles isn't dead, and then look to the other two.
Piper, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Enthusiastic thumbs up.
So I was also going to do the same thing and go for the pink one, but I see that Anduin has done that. So I'm going to take a quick look and I'm going to chase after this yellow one and see if I can hit it at all. So I can leave this fight with my dignity. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
It looks very valiant, Piper, as you are rushing forward. Sword is raised. And as you're rushing forward, the one that is marked yellow here on the map is sort of beginning their run, and they dig into the dirt, and like dirt just like hits you, peppers you in the face, like as it bounds off, and will manage to rush off.
Can we just end with Piper chasing and both wards just running from her? It looks like they're running from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't you come back.
Perfect.
You see the wargs sort of rushing off into the night as you stand there on this battlefield. The smell of death and blood around you. Surveying your victory.
I'm famished.
Yeah, me too. Look, we didn't even need to put the stuff back. It's burning! And I'm immediately running back to the food. Oh, no!
And that's a good place for us to end the session today. Great job, everybody. Way to survive. Your successful awe and intimidation there, Rioth, was...
Oh, that was a game changer.
Very
So good.
timely.
Crazy.
Very, very good. Well done. Well done.
I read the rules today.
Well done, everybody. Okay, we're going to go around the room and do some quick shout-outs to wrap things up for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for another episode of Ashes of Eriador. If you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/ashes to go follow them in all of the places. Let's play some epic music, I think. We're going to choose from the epic category today for that victory. Let's see, what do I have?
The boss battle music that started playing in the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clicked on the wrong one and just went with it.
It was so hardcore.
That was very Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with this one. Yeah, make sure you're following all these wonderful people. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes, go support them. We've got a shill show coming up here on Tablestory next week, April 7th. So not this Friday, but next Friday. Mr. Fairlight Excalibur, Meyer, myself, Technique, and Stella Luna will be playing some Lords of Waterdeep. Not gonna lie, we could use a good shill show. Not gonna lie. So hopefully we'll see you there for that. That's gonna be on this channel Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll see you there for that. But let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs and have everybody take us out. Why don't we start off with PB today, since you got the leader kill. Well done.
Yes! Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry, and I love this show, and I love being here, and I GM'd a show that had its finale this week. Go watch it. That's it. Bye.
Thank you so much, PB.
Thank you.
Mirggles.
Hello, I'm Mirggles. I love it here. I love the show. I have the best time. I was just on a show that had its finale this week. Go watch it. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mirgs. Aaron.
Hi, my name is Aaron. I was recently on a show. Wait, no, I love this show, but I was recently on a show where I was there for 3 episodes and it had its finale this week, so it's pretty good. Go watch it.
Thank you, Aaron. Fairlight.
Oh, you should have done Meyer. What you thinking?
Don't break the sequence. Do Meyer first.
It's too late.
Peer pressure. Meyer.
Hello, my name is Ruth, and I was played by Meyer today, and he was recently on a show that had its finale this week.
Thank you, Meyer. Fairlight.
Hello, I'm Fairlight. I played Anduin for you today, and I am apparently the only one who's on a show that is still ongoing. My show has not ended. I am somewhat torn because I love being here and slaying orcs, but every second that I'm here, I am not playing Resident Evil 4, so I'm conflicted.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
2 playthroughs is not enough.
No, I'm working on my third.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not played it yet. I'll add it to my list.
You should.
I will.
Fairlight has dubbed it the greatest single-player experience of recent years.
Really? Well,
Oh,
then I'll
that's
definitely add it
High
then.
praise.
Yeah, very high praise.
Well said. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Mike Steven. I've been your Loremaster of Mount Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. I was also on a show that recently ended, not this week, but a few weeks ago. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and I hope you will keep eyes out as we bring more wonderful shows to you here from Tablestory. Having an absolute blast, making these guys fight some very scary orcs and warg riders today. Let's find out what happens on their investigation, hopefully next week. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.